All right, so another topic here is sample queries, um, which are things that happen fairly often, or at least that's kind of the use case that I've seen for them so far. Questions that come up a lot that might have some nuance to how they're asked. And then ideally, sample queries are fairly straightforward and not trying to boil the ocean and do a bunch of CTEs and stuff. But you might ask something like, what was MAU or WOW or DAO or daily active users for the last month by day, and there might be some pre-filter logic like filtering out internal users, filtering out demo accounts, that kind of stuff. Or in this case, if we go back to the example of the channel wins, we might be able to account for lots of different ways that people might ask a question by using a combination of synonyms and sample queries. So in this example, I'm going to go back to that same one with competitor C and ask it in a few different ways against the base Blobby model. So I'm looking at just that same opportunities table. Nothing's been added, so I can check there. See, it's this basic table. And then in my sales pipeline topic, there's no sample queries that have been added. And if I go into Blobby, say how many channel wins do we have, it's gonna think it's not gonna vibe super hot because it doesn't have a definition of channel. I can ask that in a different way, like maybe like count our channel wins and still no dice. And I'll ask it another way, how many deals did we win through a channel? And still kind of just like guessing as to what that could be. Okay, so now if we take an example and go to adding in sample queries, we can unpack what those sample queries are. So this one here, sample queries, saying for it's our channel wins is the sample query, so it might be like how people think of it. We can title it channel wins. The query is looking at the field of opportunity count coming from the opportunities table with the filter of the competitor C starts with CH for the channel. And then we have the stage name as closed one. There's the topic. And then the prompt is how many channel wins do we have? And we have some other sample queries here too. But if we wanted to add in those sample queries, we're going to do that via the topic. Okay, so let's take a look at how that impacts Blobby's brain, hive, mind, thingy, whatever you want to call it, and go grab same questions. We're on the same branch, so it's taking advantage of those updates I've made from the sample queries, and I'm going to run that. Cool. So we've got 58 channel wins. Nice. And let's give that a shot with the other versions of asking that question. Count our channel wins for me. And then, okay, great. It split them out by the type. And then we'll go one more. How many deals did we win through that channel? Yeah, cool. So the only change we made to our model was going into the topic, sales pipeline, and then adding in some of those sample queries. What I would stay away from is if you have like really big, long queries of using those as sample queries. The reason being because then it has to load this into context, and you don't want to overload your context window because then you just start getting less reliable and slower, more expensive results from your model. Right.